Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon.
In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust, as the Republic of Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered in this day and time, the Mentalists, the Amen race, the Bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, Intellectual Nuben Menkari. This is Mentellect Radio. Tonight we're going to be discussing revenge. Revenge. Is revenge really a righteous act? It depends on, who's dishing out the revenge. It depends. If you are a righteous person, a real person, one who, exudes righteousness in your everyday. In other words, you're not trying to go around here, causing problems with people, causing chaos and confusion. You are the only people, or those people who carry themselves like that, they are the only people that should have the right to revenge when people bother them or do something to them. Again, revenge is not to be practiced by everybody. It is a righteous act. There's a reason why that saying goes, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. There's a reason why that phrase is popular. And, I wanted to touch on this because it's a cast I wanted to touch on where I said, are we dealing with physical people or are we dealing with spiritual entities and whatnot, which I'm going to touch on a little bit of that in this. Reason why I say revenge should only be for those who, says vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, is because those who are following law and order should be the only ones who have a right to revenge. Those who are following law and order should be the only ones who exact revenge on people who do something to them, people who harm people in society. Again, revenge is a righteous thing if righteous people are practicing it and doing it as a form of judgment, as a form of balancement. Is revenge really a righteous act? Yes, it is, depending on whose hands it's in. See, revenge has to be in the hands of the righteous, the people who are logically and rationally thinking, people who are not moving off of emotion. That's who the people who are not out here, being fake righteous. Like I said, getting the woman stood up here and talking about, yeah, that's messed. They killed my baby. My baby. They gunned down my baby, but your baby was in a gang shooting other people. There's no act of revenge or any righteousness in what you did. As far as I'm concerned, your son, if he was in a gang, wanted to be a thug, wanted to be a nigga in the hood, in the street, busting his gun, he got what he deserved. You can cry over him all you want, but don't expect us to. If so, then why is it a righteous act? It's righteous because, like I said, that act of revenge is only meant to be for those who are righteous. You know what I'm saying? Somebody harm you or harm your family or do something, you got every right to seek vengeance and wipe out those people who tried to wipe you out. Ain't no goddamn turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. What does revenge do? Evens the score. It doesn't make it equal, but it evens it. The difference. We'll never be equal. But goddamn it, we're gonna be even. Cause I can't sleep at night knowing somebody walking around harm my family, harm me, and you walking around and you acting like this just gonna come back to you. No. It evens things out. See, because people think twice about doing this to you if you know it's gonna come back to you, even double. See, people think twice. See, when people think they could get away with this, that's when they do it. When people know, I could get my wig pushed back. I could get two in my dome for doing that. This stuff, walking around trying to act like I'm that nigga, I'm that thug, and once you know you can get put to death too, you'll see a lot of people chill the fuck out. What does revenge mean to the people that do you wrong? It means them getting what they deserve. It means them getting the answer to their question. If you pose the question, if anything that you think you could get away with something, the answer is no. There's your answer right there. Every action has a reaction. What does this mean in the future evolution of our people? That we have to be righteous people. That we should never even think about revenge if we are in the wrong. That revenge is for those who are righteous, those who are real, those who are not trying to obstruct anybody's justice, those who are not trying to harm anyone, stand in anybody's way toward their right of happiness. That is or harm anybody, like I said, those people have the right. Those people who live righteously have the right to exact revenge when they are messed with. For the complete broadcast, you're gonna have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
Rising out the black race to the bright race, out the black race to the bright race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the bright race. If it's hell, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The infinite capabilities that we